Sorry for the sudden call. I'll keep it brief. I wanted to hand this to you. Mitsuru handed me an envelope. There's some kind of paperwork inside. I'd appreciate if you could deliver that to Aragaki. Tell him it's from me. He'll know what's inside. The school wing statement form. Alright. I'm sure you're already aware, but Aragaki is a student at our school. He's currently on leave of absence. If he's in good health, I believe it's in his best interest to start attending classes again. But no matter what I, or even Akihiko, say to him, he won't have any of it. So, I'm changing my approach. Perhaps you may be able to get through to him. Mitsuru seems to be in need of help. I guess I should accept. Can I count on you? Alright.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I got you involved in this. I really do apologize for the trouble, but I trust you'll keep this matter confidential. It'd only become more difficult to persuade him to speak in public. Aragaki is usually at the gathering spot near the station during the day. When you get the chance, get your head over there to look for him. I'm counting on you. Alright?
So, what do you want? What's this supposed to be? Why do you have this? Oh, now I get it. Kirijo put you up to this.
She asked her to.
Typical. She always goes out of her way for the dumbest shit. Think for yourself for once. Don't just go along with what everyone asks.
Well, I'm worried about you too, you know.
Mind your own damn business. Why are you all like this? But I guess you can't. Explains why you've accepted being leader. We done? Get out of here.
Oh, if you insist. Oh, what?
Thanks for going through all that trouble. Maybe I'll treat you to a meal sometime. What? You got a problem with that?
You're not headed back yet.
Who cares? Quit asking stupid questions. It doesn't matter. I'll be back by tonight. That's why I rejoined in the first place.
Alright. I decided to go back to the dorm without Aragaki. I was able to give Aragaki the letter without getting intimidated by him. I feel like my courage has improved. It doesn't really matter much, because I am already maxed, so...
Two specials.
Your special's coming right up.
What's wrong? Got hungry?
Well, why'd you bring me here?
Because I said I'd treat you. I can't go back on my word. It's bad for my conscience.
You know... It's quite faithful of you.
That's supposed to be a compliment?
Here you go. Two specials.
Point is, you don't go back on your word. Especially when it comes to something you promised.
Let's see.
Right. Don't want the noodles to get soggy. I was thinking earlier. You really don't take any shit. Even from your elders. I respect straightforwardness. Less trouble that way. Let's finish up and get the hell out of here.
Welcome back. Were you together? Wait, Aragaki. Have you considered returning to school at all? It's been some time since second semester started. Regarding your attendance, it'd be best if you went back as soon as possible.
Having second thoughts?
I got the paperwork, but I don't remember saying anything about turning it in. What's the point anyhow? I got no business there.
Then why did you come back here?
For a reason.
I apologize. It isn't my place to ask that. Everything is my fault. I shouldn't have gotten you or Akihiko involved.
Cut that out. I'm the one who chose to join you back then. However things turned out after that has nothing to do with you. I didn't know what I was capable of. That's all there is to it.
Then why are you so determined not to return to school? You'll be throwing your future away if you don't go back.
You can't exactly force him.
Right. I apologize. I was out of line. I don't plan on forcing you into anything, like I did in the past. What's important is it's your own decision, Aragaki.
Looks like you have changed. Just a little bit. You always used to avoid relying on people. Not so much of a lone wolf anymore, huh?
The only choice we have is to keep moving forward. That goes for myself, Akihiko, and you. So please, Aragaki, just give it another chance.
What are you guys up to? Looks like a pretty serious discussion. Let me guess. Miss President is lecturing the delinquent on the importance of his education?
Akihiko!
Well, I'll be damned. For a protein-fueled, muscle-bound moron, you're pretty smart.
What was that?
See ya, Miss President. This delinquent's gonna go to his room and think about his bad choices.
Wait, we're not finished yet! Akihiko, why are you like this?
Huh? What just happened? Was it something I said?
Muscle-bound moron.
What?
Oh.
Hey! What'd I even do?
Yeah. I feel like my trauma improved after hearing Aragaki's perspective.
I got a favor to ask ya. Give this to Kirijo. Preferably while you're at school. I haven't suddenly decided to go back to school or anything. That's a form to extend my leave of absence. Don't make much sense to be in an extracurricular squad if I get expelled. But I'll drop it if I can stay absent from school.
Why are you giving this to me?
Going myself would be more of a pain than it's worth. Plus, it seems like Kirijo depends on you. It should be pretty easy to hand it off if you do it at school. I'll pay you back for this. So help me out, alright?
Have you talked to Akihiko?
This has nothing to do with him.
That's true.
Besides, I already know what Aki would say.
Alright, fair enough.
Huh. I don't see you two together very often.
Well, speak of the devil.
What are you guys doing back here in the middle of the day? That envelope. I'm guessing that's not the form for returning to school. Hey, if Shinji keeps this up, you'll be his classmates next year. You and Junpei should practice addressing him casually. In fact, go ahead and boss him around a bit.
I'd rather get expelled. We're gonna finish the battle this year. I've got no reason to stay enrolled after that.
Shinji! You know exactly how concerned Mitsuru is about you. You know what this form means to her, don't you? Don't tell me you forgot your promise.
Sorry. Didn't want to drag you into my problems, but still counting on you for that.
I've never seen Shinji ask someone else for help with his own problems before. He'd never say it out loud. but I think he really trusts you.
Well, not as much as you, though. You're his blood brother at this point.
I don't know. Yeah, we've known each other a long time, but sometimes being too close to somebody can have its drawbacks.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not gonna nag Shinji about going back to school anymore. Just do what you think is best. I'll leave it to you.
Alright. Thank you. Sanada didn't say much on the walk back to the dorm. I feel like my academics improved after thinking about what's on Aragaki's mind.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. How did it go? Is that? I handed over the form to extend Aragaki's leave of absence. Right, I thought as much. He's certainly stubborn, I'll give him that, but this is his decision, so there's nothing more we can do. I apologize for making you run back and forth so much.
Thank you.
But thanks to you, I think I can finally lay this matter to rest. I appreciate your help. Well, tell me what's going on. I feel like I should know. After everything you've done, I suppose I do owe you an explanation. But not here. Let's relocate to the student council room. I assure you it won't take long. Alright.
I don't think I ever told you about how things were before you joined. C's originally started off with only 3 members. Back in middle school, I invited Akihiko to join, and Aragaki followed him soon after. We had no idea what we were doing back then. We were young, inexperienced, and we had almost no intel to work off of. We could barely even make it past the entrance to Tartarus back then. Actually exploring the tower like we're doing now was nothing more than a pipe dream. Even with all our shortcomings, we worked decently as a team. As peers, it was easy for us to connect, and the work was hard but fulfilling.
I can't even imagine that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not complaining about our current circumstances. We've discovered how to eliminate the Dark Hour, and we've since grown much stronger. However, after what happened in Yakushima, and with Aragaki rejoining, it's hard not to remember the old days. Maybe I'm so concerned about re-enrolling him in school because I'm still living in the past.
Why is his attendance so vital?
Well, sometime after we started working as a team, we all came to an agreement. We promised we'd all graduate together. No one left behind. Akihiko was just as reckless back then, too. Aragaki was always the one reminding him that our lives were at stake. Although his wording certainly wasn't quite so thoughtful.
I can imagine that, yeah.
It suits him, doesn't it? I guess you've gotten to know him well. Ever since he left the team, he's acted like he's wanted to punish himself. It's almost like he just wants to waste away. I'm hoping he'll remember his promise and take a step back and look at himself. That's why I gave you the paperwork to get him back in school. That was my last hope, but I suppose it didn't work out. I'll tell Akihiko myself. All right, I'll take this. I'll start on the process for extending his leave of absence.
Oh shit. It seems like Mitsuru and Sanada were really hoping Aragaki would return to school. I should think carefully about whether to hand this over or not.
What's the matter?
Wait a minute.
Oh, sure. What's wrong, though? Is it missing a page? I'll let you handle it then. Make sure to let Aragaki know as well.
I took the leave of absence extension form and left the student council room. Maybe I should look for Aragaki and get him to reconsider.
So, are you still carrying that thing around?
Well, I really think you need to rethink this.
Looks like you're not just playing errand boy this time. Sorry, but I'm not going back to school. Since it's you, I guess I'll say it. I ain't gonna live much longer. I'm getting by on meds right now, but that won't last forever.
Is there anything we can do?
This is probably the part where I ask God for a miracle, but that's never worked for me.
Yeah.
This is my body we're talking about. I know it better than anyone, and I know there's nothing I can do.
Here you go! 2 specials!
Eat up. The noodles are getting soggy. I know it seems like I wasted your time, but it's the good memories that stay with you and get people through their struggles. But it's also the mistakes you made that haunt you forever. I gotta use what time I have left to set things straight. I don't have the luxury of doing anything else.
That's fair. Don't forget your promise, though.
Damn. You really don't mince your words, do you? But you know, that ain't so bad. It's way more refreshing than having someone keep quiet because they're scared of hurting my feelings. That's gotta be why they depend on you so much. Aki and Kirijo are fighting with way more confidence than they had 2 years ago. Yeah, you're just something special.
Well, what can I say?
But look, if you got time to waste on me, then go spend it on someone else. Like Amada. He's still just a kid. He's way in over his head. I'm still gonna do whatever I can to help. But after that, I'm counting on you.
Leave it to me.
I'll hold on to this. Yeah. I should have been the one to hand it in. Sorry I put that on you.
It's all good.
You can head on outside. I'm paying today. Thanks. Money's on the counter.
Thanks! Come again!
Aragaki and I quietly returned or headed back to the dorm. I feel like Aragaki's trust in me has given me courage.
Do it. I won't stop you. You're right. I just wanted to forget. That's why I left everyone behind. And tried to use the drugs to suppress my power. But nothing I did could erase the memory. No matter what I do, I always end up back here. It's my fault. This is what I deserve. But I gotta give you a warning.
A warning?
You take my life, and you're going to end up just like me. You better be prepared for that.
What? Are you begging for your life?
Even if all you have now is hatred, one day you'll regret it.
Shut up! That's bullshit!
I must say I agree. These are not his sins to bear. That is the nature of revenge. Is it not permissible to kill those who are themselves killers?
That's right.
What do you want?
Losing one of our own has posed a slight challenge for us, but we cannot simply turn a blind eye to all the trouble you've caused.
You bastard.
Fear not. This life is but a stepping stone. I shall deliver unto you both salvation.
What'd you say?
My, protecting your would-be murderer? Oh, but that's right. Whether or not to this boy's revenge, you are fated to die regardless.
What does he mean?
You've been taking those suppressants for some time now. You don't have much longer.
That's bullshit!
Listen to your body. The signs have already begun.
What are you talking about? You're just going to die? No matter what? Even if I don't do anything? That's not fair! This is all I've been living for! What was even the point then?
The cause of death is hardly of importance. Besides, the breath of life is faint in you as well, child. You were planning to join him once the deed was done, were you not?
Mata. What?
This may be a bit ill-timed, but no matter. It matters not whose life I take first. You're both destined to perish anyway.
Shut the fuck up!
No.
Now then, with what life you have left, answer me this. There is a navigator in your ranks similar to Chidori, is there not? You've been killing the shadows we wish to protect with startling efficiency before we can even arrive. Tell me, which one of you is it? If you don't expedite your answer, then this will hurt you more than it hurts me. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Or are you ready to talk?
There's no one.
Wait! It's me.
Really now?
It's the truth. That's the only reason they let me join, even though I'm a kid.
What are you?
Quiet. I wasn't talking to you.
It doesn't matter now. I'll never have my revenge. I don't have any reason to live. What's the point in fighting anymore?
I see. So, you accept salvation. What a beautiful end to your life. Very well. You shall go first. Rest peacefully.
Mom.
Just what was that for? What reason could you possibly have to risk your life for this child?
Shinji!
Your companions? How very unfortunate. The fun had just begun.
Shinji! Hang in there!
Aragaki! Senpai!
Aragaki-san! What's with the long face? Isn't this exactly what you wanted? It's all right. Hold on to that anger. Let it be your strength. You've still got your whole life ahead of you, don't you, kid? From now on, you're gonna have to live for yourself.
can't.
Okay. Look after him.
I will.
This is how it should be.
No words can express the sense of loss we feel as a result of this terrible tragedy. He had a lifetime of opportunity ahead of him. As educators, we are to blame for ignoring his silent calls for help. We tragically lost him to senseless violence before we had a chance to help him realize his true potential. Forgive us. Forgive us for our negligence.
He just never stops talking. I'd never even heard of any Aragaki. Had you?
I heard he never came to school. Probably just some punk. I just want to get home. I gotta study for my mock exam.
Hey, you guys know who this Aragaki is? Wait, you're not even in the same year. No way you'd know him then. Anyways, it's crazy that stuff like this really happens, huh? Huh? What the hell's your problem?
Shut up.
Huh? What are you getting up for?
I said shut the hell up!
Iori, sit down.
Damn it!
Just ignore them, Junpei. Hey, have you seen Sonata-senpai today? He was absent this morning. I wonder if he'll show up at all. I hope he's okay.
Do you have a moment?
Oh, sure.
When you get back today, let's meet in the lounge. I think you all know the reason.
Right.
I don't expect you to have your thoughts in order. I'm not even sure what to do myself. All right? I'll see you then.
So it's about Amada, huh? Well, this'll be a fun meeting.
Yeah.
Hey. At the usual for lunch. I was wondering what ramen tastes like when you skip class. It's surprisingly good. You could have invited me at least once, you know. Come on, say something. Why do you have to be like that? Always going off without saying a word. Put yourself in my shoes for a change. You think it's the other way around? Yeah, you're right. I was always the one running off on my own. I was too obsessed with getting stronger, ever since I lost Miki. That's all I've cared about. I thought if I was strong enough, I could protect anyone, but I was wrong. And now you're gone too. God, it's like the world is laughing at me. I knew what we were getting into. I knew we were putting our lives on the line. But I was so focused on fighting that I didn't see anything else. It doesn't matter how strong I was. Look what happened! I know, Shinji. Crying won't change anything, right? I don't need you to tell me that. In the end, I can't run away from who I am. I've had enough of this. Rest easy, Shinji. You just watch from there with Miki. I've still got a job to do. Isn't that right?
There's a simple desk on the On the desk is a cardboard box. Aragaki's belongings are inside the box. The desk drawer is slightly ajar. It's open. I found a familiar looking envelope inside the drawer. Inside the envelope is a single piece of paper. Huh? It's a document with the following written on it. Reinstatement form, Mr. Principal, Gakkagon High School. It appears to be the school reinstatement form Mitsuru asked me to give him. The date and reason are blank, but there is a signature that looks like Aragaki's handwriting. Is someone there?
Oh, it's you. Sorry for surprising you. I had a feeling someone was in here, so I came to check. What's that? Did you find this?
It was in his desk, yes.
I see. He made a habit of not leaving behind any personal belongings.
Yeah.
I have no idea when he filled out this form to return to school, or whether he even planned to hand it in, but I think this is proof that he was thinking about the promise we made.
Well, I may have bothered him about it. Just saying.
I never knew his situation, and it's possible I just made things worse for him, but I think if he knew we felt guilty, he'd just tell us to mind our own business.
And you're to be right.
I should show Akihiko. Or... actually, maybe I shouldn't. He probably wouldn't approve. Let's just keep this between us for now.
I mean, I'd like to think he would, you know. He was his brother in arms. Yeah. good idea.
It sounds like you know how to handle those two now. Thanks to you, I was able to understand how he really felt. I'll say this on behalf of all three of us. Thank you so much.
Now, it's just my responsibility as leader. So, gotta look out for everyone.
Here. You take this. It should go to you, since you're the one who got him to open up. Someday, once we leave the storm, then I'll tell Akihiko. I'll tell him about his struggle returning to this room to fulfill the promise we made. But he never forgot those days when it was just the three of us. Not even for a moment.
You have witnessed Aragaki's final wishes. You cannot fuse Hellbaker, the hooligan of the underworld.